Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Salford Weekly. We are live from Media City. I'm Drew.
And I'm Beth. Coming up on today's show, we'll be catching up with our reporter George Ike to hear all about the Asian Media Awards that took place in Manchester last Friday.
Also today, Beth and I will once again be going head to head in our weekly Beth versus Drew, as well as our weekly roundup quiz.
First up today, while Halloween is now behind us for another year, Bonfire Night is still something we can look forward to this weekend. But why do we celebrate the 5th? Scarlett Mullender tells us more.
This Saturday is Bonfire Night and it is going off with a bang. But what do we actually know about the 5th of November? You may know Bonfire Night as Guy Fawkes Night, as it began to remember Guy Fawkes' plot to blow up Parliament in 1605. Hence the reason some people have guys on the tops of their bonfires as a form of punishment. Bit bleak, right? Well, nowadays, the festivities are a lot more light-hearted, with sparklers, fireworks, and not forgetting everyone's favourite, parking. You might be staying in this weekend, but did you know it was actually illegal not to celebrate Bonfire Night until 1959? The only exception was St Peter's School in York, of which Guy Fawkes was their former alumni. Gotta keep it respectful. During the First and Second World Wars, Bonfire Night was actually celebrated indoors so as not to give away the location to the enemies, with no one being allowed to light bonfires or set off fireworks. Together have the same temperature as a blowtorch, with each sparkler lit being able to reach temperatures of up to 1,500 degrees Celsius, so do be careful if you're planning to light them this year. Firework displays may be very popular today, but did you know the first person to ever host one was King Henry VII at his wedding in 1486. The Fire Master of England, that was the title given by Queen Elizabeth I to the best fireworks maker in the country at the time because she loved fireworks so much. Talk about an accolade. We hope that you learned something new and that you have an amazing bonfire night. Don't forget to tell us at Salford Weekly what you'll be up to and stay safe.
Once again.
Can't wait for Bonfire Night this
I know.
year.
It's so a good time of year, isn't it?
I like seeing the fireworks.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a feel-good time. Now, Beth and I are going to head in another instalment of Beth versus Drew.
And seeing as it's coming back on our screens this Sunday, today's theme will be based around I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Now, we've got 5 audio clips to listen to of famous I'm a Celeb moments from across the years, and we've got to try and guess who's said them. So shall we get the first one? It's going to be on the screen behind us. Let's take a look. And let's see. Oh, it's been blurred out, but I think we should be able to hear them.
We're never going to find out who said the wrong answer.
Who said that from I'm a Celebrity across the years? I think I've got an idea. Have you?
I didn't even hear it. Can we play it again?
Here we go. We're going to get it again.
Let's need you to stop over, eat them. We're never going to find out who said the wrong answer.
Yeah, no, I've definitely got it this time.
I know the clip, but I don't know who said it. Should we get the boards out?
Yeah, okay, let's get the boards. And you've got the pens your end, have you? Down there?
Somewhere.
Somewhere down there?
They're down there. Shall I?
Yeah, quick grab them, and then we'll have a go at this. All right? There we go. Awesome.
Right. Let's guess. I don't know the name. I don't know the name, but I know what clip it is.
Okay, we'll put down what clip it is, and then.
It's got to be the name, but I don't know the name, so I'm just guessing the clip for maybe a bonus point.
The name of the person or people, I think.
I don't know the name.
Well, I know the first guy was the boxer.
You're going to get it. You're probably going to get it anyway. I've just put strawberries and cream.
Yeah, it was the strawberries and cream.
That was the clip. I know what clip it is.
Were we correct? It was correct. Incorrect.
Right.
Okay. So
no points.
what was the clip then? Oh, I was half right. It was Ian Lee and Amir Khan as well, the boxer. Okay, so shall we get our second clip?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's
have
go
a
for
look. Be real listening this time.
Or if I've caused any ag, but I have to look after number one. I'm a celebrity, get me out.
I think we can all guess who that is. An iconic
How have you just
I'm a
ripped
celeb
that
moment.
out so quick?
I mean, a familiar voice. Have you got it?
Yeah, go.
Oh.
You can't change it.
No, I didn't change. There we go. Gemma Collins.
Gemma Collins.
Gemma Collins.
Of course, iconic.
Iconic I'm a celeb moment.
that one-
How many
one
days did she
each?
spend in the camp? I think it was like a couple, 2, 3.
I'm not sure actually.
She wasn't there long, was she? But unforgettable. That.
Unforgettable.
Okay, here we go. We're doing okay so far, so I think we've got one each now.
Whoa! There's a dragon on this bridge.
I've no
idea.
I've no. Should we get
Should
it
we do it
again?
again?
Can we
Yeah.
get it again? Yeah.
Whoa! There's a dragon on this bridge.
Wow.
Oh, I know the clip.
Do you?
I know the clip, but I'm so bad with names.
Gotta get the name
because
of the person.
I didn't watch the older series.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take.
I'm not gonna be able to guess. I'm gonna guess the clip.
All right, guess the clip.
Just because. So.
But we need
But
to name the
obviously
person to get it right. But we'll see if we can get the clip anyway, just for fun. I've just put a random name.
Obviously, I'm not going to get this right because I don't know the name, but I'm just guessing so that people know that I'm not stupid.
Okay, I've gone
because
with
I do know what
Gino,
clip it is.
Gino
the lizard on the
DeCampo?
bridge.
Incorrect. I think we were both incorrect.
What name did you put?
But what was
Gino.
Gino DeCampo? I know he was in it. I know who was in it. So what was the clip? It was Joey Essex.
Joey
of
Essex.
course.
He was another iconic one. To be
Yeah,
fair,
back
but
in some of the earlier series.
Early days.
Okay, let's get our next one.
Happy place, turf moor,
Is that a happy place?
Hear it. Wait, should we do it again?
Do you want to get that one again?
Yeah, can I get
got
that
it straight
again?
away, but here we go.
Happy place, turf moor.
Is that a happy place?
Can you hear that?
I'm not even going to take a guess.
I mean, you will kick yourself.
Will I?
It was Jordan North. Happy place, turf moor. Jordan
No.
North and his happy place. How are we
No.
doing? Have we got one more? We've got one more.
One more.
Okay,
You're
let's
winning.
see how we get on.
2-1.
You need this to tie if I get it wrong. Okay,
There you are. Well, get my swimming arms ready.
I know the clip again, but I don't know who it is.
Okay, we can only hear it once. I've no idea. But if you put what you think it is, and then we'll see whether that's right. Of course, we won't get the point, but
No, but I don't
Try
know
and
the
put
name,
down-
so
you don't
I
know
know what
the
clip
name.
it is.
What
but
clip- what clip was
it's
it?
where he before the challenge he slips down, isn't it?
oh
But
yes,
no.
of course. What was the
Yeah.
person?
I'm not. Have you got a guess?
I've no idea.
No.
I've no
Right.
idea.
What
was
was
the
it?
person, guys? Steve Davis,
no.
ex-snooker player. Okay, well, there we go.
The Shawshank Redemption began its run at the Lowry Theatre on Monday evening. Our showbiz editor, Leonie Husselby, was there for us.
I'm here at the Lowry Theatre. It's very busy tonight and we're here to see Shawshank Redemption. It's here at the Lowry from Monday the 31st of October until Saturday the 5th of November. The story spreads from over 20 years. It's set in Maine at Shawshank Prison and is based on the novel by Stephen King. It stars Joe Absalom and Ben Onwuke, who I spoke to earlier this week about some of the changes that have been made between the film and the theatre production.
I'm not saying it's a pleasurable ride, because you've seen the film. It's not a pleasant ride, but actually seeing the development of the relationship between these two characters is a wonder to behold, isn't it?
I asked someone from the audience what they thought about the show.
Has similarities and differences from the film. Likewise with the book that I've read. If I'm being totally honest, I didn't like the characterisation of the main character, of Andy Dufresne. I didn't think it had enough kind of sort of sympathy behind it, unfortunately, for me. But I thought the rest of the cast were fabulous. If I was the director, I would kind of want to ramp up the energy of Andy Dufresne.
Leonie Husselby, Salford Weekly at the Lowry.
Well, Leonie joins us now in the studio to talk more about this week's showbiz news. Ben Onwuke played the leading role in the production. How did he get on?
He was absolutely amazing. So I actually got the chance, which was such an honour, to talk to him before he actually went on stage.
Oh, fantastic.
And he told us a lot about what the show was going to be like. We talked to him, obviously, in the film. It's Morgan Freeman who plays the character of Red, so that they're quite big boots to fill when it comes to being an actor. So we asked him, you know, are you a bit intimidated? And he said, you know, Morgan Freeman's an amazing actor, but he tried to make Red his own character. He wanted to be Red as Ben Onwuke, not Red as Morgan Freeman, and he absolutely did that. He was funny in sort of like a dark comedy kind of way. He was the kind of actor where you're watching him and you can't take your eyes off him. And and when we were on the phone with him, he's like slipping out of his normal British accent into like an American accent. Like he'd do it every so often, and like you'd swear he was from America. It was just, it was brilliant.
I think that's more impressive, the accents.
Absolutely.
Being able to switch
we were trying some
up.
accents earlier, weren't we? We're not very good. We're not very good.
Well, he was telling us, so even though the prison's in Maine, all the prisons come from different places, so each one of the actors decided, oh, we're going to have our own American accent from different places. So like one of them was Mexican, so he practiced months and months and months to get a Mexican accent right, which I can't do any accents. I'm not even going to do one now because we just won't go.
No, same here.
Impressive
But
acting
it was amazing. He was so amazing to watch, and he was such a lovely person to talk to. He was so charismatic, and you could just tell he was an actor. The way that he spoke and the way he was over the phone, it was like we were sat with him. It was great. I'd love to meet him again, maybe one day.
Sounds like a fantastic production.
It was amazing. I'd absolutely go see it if you can. It was pretty much sold out when we went to see it. So
really,
yeah, it was really busy. We were late.
Of course,
we were fashionably late as usual. But yeah, I mean, we walked in and the set was just phenomenal. So they've made the set obviously like a prison. And in a lot of the film, they're switching between different people's cells and different parts of the prison. And the way they did it so sort of delicately, you couldn't even tell on stage that they'd done it. It's just like the lights would come up and the wall would be there.
Wow.
Very impressive.
It was really impressive. It was brilliant.
Well, another big showbiz story this week is the return of I'm a Celeb. So what are your thoughts ahead of the series?
I mean, of course, I'm absolutely excited for it. I absolutely
Who isn't?
love it.
It's literally my favourite time of the year.
I love it. I love the thing I love most about I'm a Celeb. I know it's too early to mention it, but it makes me think of Christmas.
It does. I said that earlier. It's like Strictly. Once Strictly comes on, Christmas is coming.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the same thing.
So I'm so excited. I'm really surprised at some of the people who are going in. I'm really surprised. So Olivia Attwood is someone I'm really looking forward to, because I think she's going to be one of those people where she surprises you.
Do you think she's going to win?
Do you know what? Yeah.
Really?
I'm actually, I'm going in for her to win, because I think, you know, you see her and she's very sort of Love Island and whatever, but I think she's going to be a lot stronger than we think she is.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Leonie, for joining us.
Last Friday night, the Quays TV team had a little outing to the centre of Manchester to help cover the Asian Media Awards.
George Ike was one of those suited and booted on the night.
Yeah, good evening, Beth and Drew. We're here at the Asian Media Awards, which the University of Salford are a premier partner of. Now, we're celebrating the very best in Asian media, over 30 tables of guests joining us here tonight. So it's sure to be a very busy event with Bella Shah hosting the ceremony. And we've caught up with some of the winners.
The thing is, in broadcasting, you chase ratings. So historically, you're going for your breakfast ratings or you're going for your drive time. So over 40 years, I've done both. But I've mainly gone for breakfast. Breakfast is the big gig. So if the boss says, I want you to host breakfast, you think, oh, I'm onto a winner here. But with that, it's incredibly tiring. So you get up at 3:30, you're in at 4:30, and I do 25, 26 interviews every morning on different subjects. So I've got to prep that in a 90-minute window. Compose myself, go on, sound like I'm half awake. Like, we're quite sort of city-orientated, and by that I mean we have a lot of business. You'll know if you listen. We have a lot of business segments. We follow the markets. We are at market opening, and if there's breaking news in the morning, we're in there first.
I'm Zisan Khan. I've won Young Journalist of the Year here at the Asian Media Awards. Probably say don't think of the barriers and just be as open-minded as possible. And take every opportunity that comes, say yes to everything, and get stuck in. Don't let anyone say that you can't do anything. Oh, it's great. It's a great platform. It's great to get your name out there, and it's a good opportunity to meet other people and yeah, put yourself out there. It's a good opportunity. To be honest, I didn't expect to win in the first place. Literally didn't. So we'll see where the night takes me, I suppose.
It was amazing, actually. I didn't believe that it would happen. I don't know why. I guess you don't believe in your own self a lot. But yeah, what a lovely feeling to know that the public enjoy the antiques of Suki Banissa. So yeah, I'm very, very proud and very happy. Oh, it's been fantastic. It's my first time here, so I'm really honoured to be here. And it's a bit like coming to an Indian wedding. You just meet loads of people that you sort of worked with or met a few years ago, and everyone's congregated here to celebrate the same thing. So it's a really beautiful space to be in. I can't give any spoilers, but what I can say is keep watching.
So as you can see, an awful lot of talent to be celebrating this evening here at the Hilton Dean's Gate.
Well, thank you, George. Looks like you had a great time. I'm super jealous.
Now, with the group stage of the Rugby League World Cup complete and both Manchester football teams coming out on top, it's safe to say it's been another busy week in sport.
Here's our sports correspondent with more details.
The Rugby League World Cup is in England this year, and both the men's team and the women's team have got off to a flying start, with the men's team winning every game so far and sitting top of Group A. They play Papua New Guinea in the round of 16. The England women's team won the first game of the fixture against Brazil and beat them 72-6. They play Canada at the weekend. And in rugby union news, Sale Sharks lost a tightly contested game against the Saracens on the weekend and now sit second in the league. They travel to Gloucester at the weekend.
In football this week, Salford City lost 1-0 to Leyton Orient, and it was a big game in League 2. Hopefully they can still reach the playoff push. Man City beat Leicester City 1-0 thanks to a great free kick from Kevin De Bruyne. It was an absolute peach of a free kick. This was without their star striker, Erling Haaland. But Julian Alvarez stepped up to the plate in the Champions League last night after a 3-1 victory against Sofia, with him scoring, Riyad Mahrez also scoring, and on his debut, Rico Lewis. Fair play, young man. That's a great way to start your Man City career. Man United played at Old Trafford on Sunday and they beat West Ham 1-0 with a vintage header from Marcus Rashford and a great man of match performance from David De Gea. And that's all for this week in sport. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, thank you again to our sports team. They'll be back next week with another update.
By now, you've probably realised that Salford Weekly won't be complete without a weekly roundup quiz.
Now, this week's no different. Delighted to welcome our lovely quizmaster, Faith. She's back with us for another week. How's it going?
Welcome back.
Good. I get such a glowing description.
You really do.
I know, we really try and hype you up every week.
This is brilliant.
You've got another quiz for us this week,
I do have another quiz, put together a little bit last minute, but it's fine.
As always.
As usual.
So we get the boards out again.
But I think there's some all right questions, considering it was a bit of a late turnaround.
I'm excited.
Right.
Should we go for it? Let's hear them.
Ready for question one?
Here we go.
So, we've had a lot of chat about I'm a Celebrity this week.
Yep.
But back in 2015, Ofcom got 694 complaints about one particular thing that happened in the show. But what was it? Was it because of bullying? Was it because someone swore before the watershed? Was it because they were feeding them live insects? Or were they using too many endangered animals?
Okay.
You both look
I
very
think I've
invested.
got my answer.
I'm really...
Are you
don't know. I'm
unsure on some of these?
Okay.
Mine was the stab in the dark.
I remember this episode.
I do
vividly as
remember,
well,
but I feel like it's wrong.
No, you're both
Oh,
right.
yeah, I do remember
right.
it.
I don't know if you remember.
Was it the spider?
It was. They fed Fern McCann a live water spider and she had to like swill it round in a glass.
Right. I remember watching that like between the fingers.
I could not do that. You like spiders.
I like spiders. I don't like
week.
watching them get eaten.
No, that's not.
I draw the line there, I think. So, ready for question two?
I'm ready.
Go for it.
So, on Saturday, clocks went back.
Yeah.
Joy of joy, 25-hour day. Molly May would be absolutely over the moon. But what year did they first go back? You've got to put whoever gets the closest year.
Okay.
Gets the point.
Right.
Do you
I'm
know what?
go.
I put my watch on today and realised that it was actually in time, and I
Wow.
just hadn't bothered putting it back the last time.
The last
Then
6
they
months you just
automatically
didn't bother.
No, I've got a manual.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Yeah.
I got in my car and I got very confused that it was an hour
The
forward.
correct time.
No, it was
wrong.
wrong.
Oh, right, wrong.
Yeah.
See, my
Bit
car just
panicked.
stays the same throughout the year,
You
and
know
I add or
what?
minus.
Me with numbers. I'm just making a word.
I know.
Okay.
I worry about.
I've gone with just something random. 1904, 1945.
You're both not too bad. It was 1916, so Drew's what?
Yes.
You weren't too far out.
That's not too bad. I thought it was, fairly recently.
Yeah.
Until they realised that
it was
kind
something
of...
to do in the First World
the
War.
war.
They needed
Yeah,
like
extra
productivity.
Extra time.
That's a bad
Extra
reason to
time.
have extra hours in the day as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Are you
Here we
ready?
go. Next one.
So this morning, I think it was, Celebrations revealed that they're going to trial some tubs without one of their favourite
Don't even know the
chocolates.
question yet.
He's already on it. Which one are they leaving out?
I remember the uproar of today.
It's
from
not
this.
uproar. It's good. They're taking it out.
You think?
Ready?
Bad
3, 2, 1.
I don't mind a
I
bounty.
knew you'd be a bounty liker, Beth.
I
just
quite,
knew
you know
it.
what, like they're not my favourite, but I'm also not offended by them.
It's
No,
the
I'm
texture.
not.
The texture's really just.
Oh, with the coconut and I don't mind. I don't mind it. They're not, you know, like Beth. They're not my go-to.
But I'm actually quite sad that they've got rid of them because I actually
been-
quite like them.
Been always
I
there.
prefer them to like Snickers and Mars. I think
I'm
Snickers-
not sure. I don't mind Snickers.
Does anyone like
I
bounty?
say
Does
do
anyone
the
like
celebrations
Snickers?
minus the Snickers.
Oh, fair enough. They're usually the two left at the bottom anyway, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So another question.
Okay.
I don't know who's leading at the moment.
I think me 3-2 at the moment.
3-2 to Drew.
We're doing okay.
Wow,
I
that's
won.
quite
I won
impressive.
Beth versus Drew. Doing okay at the quiz today.
It's going well
so
for you this week.
I'm
So,
quite happy.
Gary Neville
Yeah.
resigned this week as CEO of Salford City Football Club. But what is his dad's name? Right? No, bearing in mind their surname, I'll give you a hint, is Neville. So was their dad's name Gary, Phil, or Neville?
Do you know what? I'll be upset if I don't go for it and it's incorrect. Okay.
Go.
Boom.
It's Neville. His name
Neville,
is
Neville.
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 His
Is
name
that
is
the
Neville
correct
Neville.
spelling of Neville?
Yeah, it is.
Is
There's
it? Wow.
a football chant, apparently to the tune of Rebel Rebel by David Bowie.
Rebel, Rebel, Neville. Amazing.
So, if we've got time for one more question, I have one for you.
Okay, go on. One more. One
I
more.
don't think I'm going to win.
One
so,
more.
massive plane, the Airbus A380, right?
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a weird
Pretty
person. I
big.
like planes. At its maximum capacity, how many people can you fit on it?
Again, me with numbers.
Okay.
Just put
This
any
is gonna
number
be
down,
so
Beth.
bad.
Go on.
I'm gonna go completely random on this.
It is a huge plane. It's a double-decker.
That is a big plane.
It's a huge plane. They don't make them anymore as well. I found
Really?
that out, yeah.
Do they still fly them?
Oh, they still fly
They
them,
still
but they
fly
just
them,
don't
but they
make
just
them
make them
anymore.
I
Yeah.
think Director Matthew's happy with this
Director
question.
Matthew loves
He
it.
probably knows the
He loves
exact
it.
number down to the one.
Right, let's go. Jesus Christ.
15,000. That's quite a lot of people on one plane. That is a big jet.
Making it like it was huge.
I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah, it's big,
853
but, you know.
people. It's not 15,000.
How many?
That's like the size of the O2.
Sorry, what was the answer? again?
853.
Oh, so I wasn't
people.
too far.
No, you were acceptable.
You know,
Let's just-
I was a little
yeah,
bit,
the closest,
little bit
closest gets the
excited.
point.
It's been my week.
Well,
I'm
how
quite
much
happy
is
with
like
that.
on a normal plane?
A normal plane's like 200.
Yeah, I'd say about that.
Yeah, have
say
you
a
ever
bit
seen
bigger.
one? They've got the 2 layers. It's not a 747. They're the best ones.
No, I've seen
Yeah,
the picture
you know
of
what
them.
one?
Yeah.
They're huge, but they're not
Big
like
planes.
could literally fit a football stadium in huge.
Yeah, not that big.
Wow.
It would be sort of there. Well, thank you, Faith.
You
I'm
won
quite
again.
happy with that
You
this
won
week.
again.
I'm not.
You
yeah,
won the Beth
good week.
versus Drew
I
again.
did, yeah.
So that means double winner, double whammy.
It is a good week. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't
Well,
know.
that's it for this week's Salford Weekly. If you want to stay up to date or even get in contact with us, keep up with the conversation by searching Salford Weekly on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok.
And don't miss our show next Thursday from 6 as we give you the latest on Salford. That's all from me.
And me.
Bye.